The case of Ashley Smith, the troubled teen who choked herself to death while in custody, was supposed to prompt improvements in institutional care. But now a Nova Scotia mother fears a similar fate could be in store for her daughter. Nichelle Ben has physical and intellectual disabilities, and her rap sheet is growing because of violent outbursts. Her family and supporters hope the province can help find a solution that doesn't involve incarceration. Ross Lord reports.
In the eyes of the law, Nichelle Ben is a repeat offender with several convictions for assault. But her supporters say she's a victim, suffering from cerebral palsy, epilepsy, and a brain disorder that causes outbursts of aggressive behavior.
These episodes have been happening since she was 4, and I guess the system looks at it differently when you're a child as to when you're an adult.
People are being criminalized for behaviors that they need support for.
They say a change in government rules forced Nichelle to move 5 years ago from a family-like setting in a private home, including a quiet room, to this institutional setting, which calls the police when she becomes violent. There are troubling parallels with the case of Ashley Smith, another young woman from the Maritimes whose mental problems led to years of shuffling from prison to prison until her controversial suicide.
Our greatest concern going forward is incarceration. And we all know what that does to people with special needs. Ashley Smith is a prime example, and Nichelle with her health issues, if she's incarcerated, they'll continue because it's a health issue.
As protests gain momentum, the Nova Scotia government promises to help find a solution.
Wanting to make sure that the department is both in justice and in community services can give me a briefing, doing everything that they possibly can to ensure that this young lady and the family receives the supports that they need.
But for now, Nichelle Ben's encounters with criminal justice continue.
A nightmare. A nightmare. Stressful. It's hard for me to possibly even sleep at night. I'm not upset.
The latest allegations, throwing a shoe and biting a staff member at the institution.
The next step is to determine whether or not there are grounds to have Nichelle assessed as not criminally responsible.
Pursuing the best course of action in a case that doesn't fit the mold. Ross Lord, Global News, Halifax.